DeSoto ISD family, in my short time as superintendent in DeSoto ISD, we have been through a lot together. Mourning the tragic loss of student lives, working to overcome past decisions and missteps to address district finances, implementing the first ever reduction in force, closing a neighborhood school, improving academic performance, improving conditions that have led to the historical decline in enrollment, establishing a system of guidelines and accountability, facing and addressing the culture of distrust and disrespect that's present at every level, and yes, even a global pandemic. And each time, y'all, we have risen and faced each moment together. As a result of our collective efforts, we have made progress. What was once a negative fund balance in 2018 is now almost $7 million fund balance today. We went from being overstaffed and under-enrolled in 2018 to appropriately staffed and consistent with our enrollment and staffing guidelines today. Because we made some hard decisions and took action in 2018, our first financial rating improved from an F to a C. It's also important to note that our accountability rating improved from a 67D in 2018 to a 79C in 2019, almost at that B. But most importantly, though, and almost more recently, our Anytime, Anywhere learning framework has garnered local and national attention, has been recognized as one of 4 exemplars in the state, and is being used as a model for many other schools. And perhaps most importantly, for the first time ever, DeSoto ISD, the city of Glen Heights, the city of DeSoto, a university, and a major hospital have come together to create a joint strategic plan to improve our district community together. But it's no secret that we still have work to do. And as a superintendent, I have been intentional about operating with transparency, intentionality, and respect so that we can be a part of the change to rebuild trust and confidence. During the past year, we have collaborated with a number of external agencies, including the Texas Education Agency, to be responsive to an investigation related to a number of concerns involving actions which primarily occurred before my tenure. TEA has released its final report, and as a result of their investigation, the agency is scheduled to appoint a conservator to DeSoto ISD to oversee the Board of Trustees in the district. In addition, additional actions may follow. It's important to note that many of the financial missteps that led to the findings in the report have been rectified under my leadership. And I want to thank Deb Cabrera and Kimberly Chappelle and our whole team in the finance department for working incredibly hard over these last 20 months to do so. As a community, we've talked about righting the wrongs of the past, turning the page to move forward, and all of those phrases people say when something truly terrible happens, yet we need to persist. And here we are again, faced with what looks like yet another setback. But what if this is truly our opportunity for a comeback? You know, there's a tendency to oppose reform rather than to be a part of it. However, the way DeSoto ISD has operated in the past has not worked. And honestly, I'm not sure if we needed an outside agency to confirm this. It's a fact that systems are perfectly designed to achieve the results that they achieve. Therefore, we must change how we work in DeSoto ISD to prevent the constant cycle of corruption, disappointment, and mismanagement. Together, we must resist. We must continue to resist and not reproduce the negative behaviors and actions and mindset that rob this community of its rightful place as an innovative, academic, and athletic powerhouse. My team and I have been doing this work, and we welcome any legitimate outside help that will help us clear long-standing barriers, reform ourselves and our harmful practices, so that every student and every family in DeSoto ISD can get the educational and the life-preparing experience they deserve. So, as superintendent, I welcome the opportunity to work with the TEA appointed conservator, and I see it as a chance to tell and then rewrite our story. Because listen, y'all, I refuse for DeSoto ISD and the amazing dedicated people who show up for children and each other on a daily basis to be remembered for poor financial mismanagement, poor board governance, or poor academic performance. It just won't happen. We are more than the sum of every low. And I encourage everyone in our system to turn our anger into action, our disappointments into drive, and our hurt into hope. And together, we will prevail.